Anthony Scaramucci, the man who lasted less than 2 weeks as a member of the Trump administration a couple years ago, has now become, I guess, a little bit of a darling of the liberal media. And he appeared on MSNBC over the weekend to talk about the fact that he believes Donald Trump is going to run for president again. Even though, he's not going to do it at CPAC. He is going to do it at CPAC. He didn't really do it at CPAC. So who knows? But I do agree with Scaramucci that Trump is going to run again because he knows that he can continue to, quote, fleece the rubes within the Republican Party. Scaramucci added that this is the most money, when he was running for president, that this man has ever made in his life. And it's easy money. And honestly, Scaramucci's not telling us anything in this interview that I haven't already been yelling at you for 4 months now. Donald Trump, of course, wants to run for president again, or at the very least, continue to be able to go out there, campaign for other individuals, because it also puts a lot of money back in his pocket. Now think about this. We already know that traffic at Donald Trump's hotels is down. Some of that has to do with it being that time of year where there's not a ton of travel. There's already not a ton of travel because of COVID anyway, but more people are getting vaccinated. Weather's starting to warm up in some areas of the country. So travel is going to become a thing that's, picking up here very soon. But Trump's hotels are already saying they're not expecting these large crowds like they had in recent years because Trump's not president. People don't have a reason to stay there. And of course, the toxicity of Trump's name is keeping people away. So if he's not making money off his hotels, what's he going to do? Well, he's going to go out there and he's going to hold events at his hotels. He's going to hold events campaigning for other individuals. So that way it allows him to raise money for the event, pay himself or his kids or his hotel or his organization through those campaign dollars. But he has to go out there and be active so that it's a legitimate campaigning or super PAC or whatever it's going to be that he creates expense. There's a lot of rules for what these super PACs and these political action committees can and can't do, which is a PAC, by the way, but these campaigns, I guess I wanted to call them, of what they can and cannot do. But there's also a lot of gray area that allows them to pretty much do whatever the hell they want as long as they can say, look, this was legitimate for somebody's campaign. So if it's not Trump's campaign, it'll be him going out there, like I said, possibly starting a super PAC of his own to go out there and campaign for others, or most likely against individuals. We have already seen his kids do this, or at least express the desire to do this. We have seen his good buddies like Matt Gaetz do this with Liz Cheney up in Wyoming. This is what Trump wants to do because, as Anthony Scaramucci correctly pointed out, he gets to continue to fleece the rubes. He can pay himself through this and it's all legitimate. He can raise as much money from these idiots that he can and it's all legal. It is the easiest money-making operation that Donald Trump has ever been involved in. But having said that, a word of caution. We have seen him involved in many different, seemingly obvious can't-fail ventures that this reverse Midas has somehow managed to bankrupt. So even if Trump pulls this off, gets the super PAC, still raises money, pays himself, and gets to have all that attention, don't worry. The man's still a moron, so he will eventually find a way to screw that up too.